Hey guys, we are now live. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to go over. I messed up one of my editing files and I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this live. So this will be the 4:30 live that I'm late to. And then we'll do another live, maybe around 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30 the latest. For part 2, there is a lot to uncover. There was a lot that was said over the last 24 hours. And I want to at least start this live, give you the live show now and give you the information. We will not be going live though until the likes are up to 150 likes. Also shout out to the ones that had sense enough to hit the like button before the live started. Shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for hitting the like button, because obviously you're using common sense that it just makes the live go smoother when you just hit the like button before the live starts. So we will not be starting the live until we get to 150 likes. So we're at 34 likes. Get the likes up and we can start with the show. It's a lot to uncover. Let me see. I know my supporters are in here, so we can all talk and wait. No problem with us, because they always hold me down in the chat. And we can have our live conversation until the likes get up to 150. Hey, fried chicken and French fries. Latina, hey. Why does he sound like something is stuck in his throat? Probably a dirt ball. You're crazy. You better run the tub of water. I'm going to read these comments, but I also do want to talk while we wait for these likes to get up. Hey, Sam, long time no see. Why does he sound like he is saying I write a letter instead of run Atlanta? Well, both would be false in this case, literally. Yeah, somebody was recording him. That was diabolical. Let me just show you this again. I know you all probably saw it on my trailer, but this was diabolical here.
Shamar, guys.
This is crazy. So again, the longer you take to hit the like button or the dislike, you do not have to hit the like button. It's optional. Dislike or like button. The longer we're gonna take. It took us about 17 minutes to get to the goal yesterday. Unfortunately, I guess people just like to sit around and just watch the BS and just wait for the live show to start. I guess you guys just like to just sit there in the bushes and wait. Hold on one second, guys. So I feel like as much as you want to gatekeep on the likes, we'll just keep waiting. The live show does not start until send me the link, please. Let me just Ernestine, how you doing? Just let me start the live show first. Let me focus on one thing, and then I'll definitely put the link in there. You're more than welcome to come up as long as you're not cussing. But let me just get the gatekeeping of the likes up. What's good, everyone? Happy Thursday. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, there's a lot. I literally was on here playing around with folks for over 2 hours yesterday, trying to get the likes to where they were supposed to be. If I had something to do, we would have just got closer with the likes it was supposed to be, and I just would have got off and you guys just wouldn't have saw what I was going to show you. It really doesn't hurt me at all. At the end of the day, I got to stand on something or I'll fall for anything. So, like I said, when the lights get up to 150, we'll start the presentation. I know that a lot of stuff that I'm going to let you listen to or show you or talk about is going to shock you, but not surprise you. It's always shocking because then when you hear the truth and, and a lot of people are running around here with the fluff, it's just unbelievable how this circle lies about everything. Hey, Latina. Hey, Victoria. It just don't make no sense. And I always say that every time Shamar gets around LaShawn, and I'm not just blaming LaShawn because Shamar is his own person. He is grown. He doesn't have to be a follower. And he chooses to be, and that's on him. But I honestly think recreational drug use, in my opinion, is playing a role in some of these behaviors, and that's just my opinion. I'm not running with that to be the facts, because Shamar gets really strange around the time that he's hanging out with LaShawn, and no, he was not with LaShawn at the time of the incident. However, he was definitely around him, and LaShawn likes to dibble and dabble in things, and sometimes when people are not doing those things all the time, like Shamar might only do it when he's around that crowd, but then he can also fall off the wagon and be doing it when the crowd is no longer around, and then he starts making poor decisions when he's out in the public. So it's really sad how he can be moving forward one minute and then all of a sudden he just crashes out. It's really, really sad. It says, hey, beautiful people. Hey, Toby Warner. I hit the like. Thank you, Chef Sky. Hey, player, live starts at 1:50. Yep, I already let them know. So if they want to sit there and just gatekeep, then we'll just, like I said, we'll just wait. And it took actually 17 minutes, wasn't that bad. Them getting the likes to where I wanted it yesterday, but hopefully, as time goes on, they get used to that. That's the new law over here, that we got to get it to 150 likes before any of the live show starts. We'll as time goes on and consistency with me going live and them knowing what I expect of them, we'll be able to get the likes up in a shorter period of time so we can start the lives. But like I said, I got my supporters here in the chat. I can also take that time out to draw attention to them and what they're saying while we wait for the likes to get up. It's not hurting me. It's just hurting you. So he must think someone is going to discover his talent on the train. Yeah, I guess he thinks it. He's always trying to get attention. If he would keep his mouth shut, he'll be okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, but what I'm hearing, because Tasha K even reported on this. That's why I say run them likes up. I'm hearing a different story about this situation here. That's why I said get them likes up. Stop playing around being demons. And just get the likes up. That's how people's videotape him out. Don't be Tom. It says don't be Tommy or anybody else. Then he want to die. The wrong person. Shamar be mad at them keeping their mouth shut. I always hit the like button. Thank you, Deirdre. Yeah, so I'm just waiting. You said hi on his funk. Oh, you did. Player, hey. Hey, Toniqua. I hope I said it right. I'm doing good, Deirdre. Good in yourself? Yeah, so I also thought it was real questionable when Shamar got on live yesterday. I was going to put that up, but I said that's not important at all. And he just seemed like he was out of it. He got on live just to tell people that he wasn't going to be able to be on social media because his phone is messed up. And it just was giving me like he's close to begging. He's going to stop back begging because his funds are not where they used to be at. He's not getting any bookings. It almost was like he was saying without saying. Them likes are getting up there. That's what's up. Thank you guys for all the ones that are getting it up there. I feel bad for the ones that cooperate and they get the likes up and then they have to wait because other people are just being diabolical. And I apologize for that. But trust and believe, when the live show starts, I'm going to give you a live show. There are a lot of followers out here shaking my head. So I want to let you guys know again, I will be going live tonight, part 2. There's a lot. And I was doing some editing and my software messed the editing up. So I have to do it all over again. So that's why I said I'm going to do a late live, because I got a lot of editing rework to do. So we're gonna go live again. When I get off this live, I'm gonna set up another live so we can, and I'll figure out how long it's gonna take me to do the editing on this second half of what I'm going to show you on the live show for tonight. And that will let me know what time I can go live tonight with you guys. But yeah, trust and believe. We it's on and popping tonight. It's on and popping. It says like, share. Yep. Let me see what the likes are at. But yeah, Shamar got on, and it just sounded like he wanted maybe supporters to say, Shamar, if you got a cash app, what's your cash app? We're gonna send you some money or something. And it just came across like he was begging without begging. I think he probably feels kind of funny about doing it now, because of the simple fact that, at one point in time, because of Alvo's big mouth, he was letting everyone know that he was holding $60,000 in his house. And then that can sometimes become questionable to people. Where did all that money go to? You know what I'm saying? And, I would feel embarrassed too. Says, happy Thursday, Miss Davis. Thank you. Out for him. I'm also starting to get like a bad vibe that he's going to end up homeless, and I'm also getting kind of leery because he's taking a lot of public transportation. And yeah, he doesn't have to always take black trucks because they're more pricier, but just to take a Uber home or a Lyft for safety, he should be able to do that, and it's not going to cost a lot of money. It definitely is cheaper to get on the train or the bus, but when you're coming those long distances, into the city to go to bathhouses or clubs, and it's that time of the night, the safe way, the safe route is not really public transportation. It would be just to get into a Lyft, not a black truck, but the Lyft or an Uber. And I don't understand why he's not doing that. He's just getting on the train. He's out of it half the time, plastered on liquor and probably other, things that alter your personality. And that to me is not safe. He's just given all the clear signs of spiraling back into that behavior of homelessness. And it's really scary. And I don't want to see that happen for Shamar, but Shamar turns on everyone that tries to give him advice. I tried to give him advice. He had attitude when I reported that he was put in handcuffs, and I didn't know if he was, you guys are going to gag when you find out what was uncovered about why he was put in handcuffs. You're gonna gag. That's why y'all need to get them likes up. I want to play that before I play something else that I wanted you guys to hear. Because see, that court thing is gonna flip on Shamar. I want to talk about that too, but something popped up before I went live, and I said I gotta share this with the community. Now I saw one of my mods actually like the post that I'm referring to. So I know that there were a few people that did see the post that I'm referring to, but I know for a fact one of them was my mod. She had saw it and liked the post. So I said, okay, one of my mods are up on game with this situation here. It says exactly, he doesn't want anyone to notice him, but he's on the bus singing. Exactly. Right. So, it's like, you just don't know with Shamar, he's flip-floppy. Yes, you said it right. Yep. Just flip-floppy, man. Good afternoon, Queen Grandma. It's like you don't want attention drawn to you, but you're on the train. You're not even singing it like to yourself. I run Atlanta. He's singing it like he's home, but he's on public transportation. Oh, people are not going to really now look over at who's doing all that singing. Let's run them up. 150. Let's get there so we can get going. So the live show can start. It's not going to start until you hit that like button or dislike. One or the other. Hello, Mina, how are you? It says this dumb phone Shamar want to sue the wrong people like Tommy and all these. Right, we're gonna get into it. Toby Warner, you right about that. I'm so mad that my system crashed on me, man, because I had other stuff that I was going to show you, but then it didn't matter anyways, because even though my system crashed, I ran across this post And I said, man, whatever happens in the dark always comes to the light. And like I said, it's still allegedly, but if that's any truth to it, that's crazy. Hey, everyone, this is not related to the topic of the video, but don't think Tommy is in Houston. He posted a short of him supposedly in Houston. Somehow I recognize on particular areas that was in. Oh, really? I don't know. Tommy the gossip, has a right to keep his business to himself. I think that if a lot of these girls in the circle learned that, they wouldn't have people in their business like they do. And then they're getting mad and flipping out like they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't understand it. Let's get the likes up. Come on now. Let's stop wasting time. But it says, but it wasn't Houston. All I have to say is search up Pink Lotus, the restaurant in Atlanta, and compare the short to the restaurant in the parking garage he filmed at. Yeah, he has every right to keep his privacy, because people are definitely after him, trying to call themselves defending Shamar, which is really just trying to get clout off Shamar, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get where Shamar's at. Ben High 56, hey. Y'all must not want to see it. Y'all must not. I'm not even going to look over at the likes for another good 15 minutes. I'm not even worrying about it at this point. I don't even want to say it for another 15 minutes and stuff. It says he's a grown adult man purchasing his own needs, seems not to understand the balance between flex and not wants other to help him. Right. I really think last night when he went live, and this is just my opinion, I think that he was really trying to get people to say, give us your Cash App, Shamar, so we can help you pay your phone bill. Because if you were down at the courthouse yesterday morning to file a complaint on Tommy the gossip, you knew your phone was messed up then. Why didn't you go get that taken care of? Why would you go all the way back home and not get your phone taken care of, knowing that that's your lifeline? He doesn't really have people that are around him like that, unless people want to clout chase. They'll come and pick him up and they use him for the moment just to be in the public to, make a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ms. Diamond, make sure all my supporters and all my mods, make sure y'all hit the like button as well, just in case you forgot. It can happen. It said he can also get a free phone down at 5 Points, the homeless station in Atlanta. Yeah, I think it was screaming he was trying to test the waters on how he's going to go about begging. Shout out to the 118. Yes. Hey, Deirdre, how you doing? It says all the concerts have dried up. Yeah, I mean, it started to pick up for him after, Alvo kind of sort of had rocked him to sleep, messing up his bookings, and then promoters were like, you're letting your man deal with your business, with us, and shady stuff is going on, and it wasn't going on until you met this guy, so Alvo felt like, when I leave this situation, I'm leaving and you're going to be high and dry. But it started picking up for him again. But then Shamar went and tilted again. He started flipping out again. And then promoters started getting funny with wanting to book him. So this is why we're here now with this craziness. Karma is hitting him and he needs to learn. Yep. Yes, he definitely does. Says Tommy isn't in Houston. He's filming for a show in another city. It says play. I know, but it's true. Just reminding him if he forgot. Tommy isn't in Houston. He's in. All right, you said that already. They're almost there. Yep. But not there all the way, though. Get those likes up. It's free. Exactly. They'll get used to it after a while, knowing that, yeah, when we come in here, she's not going to be a pushover no more. No, I'm not. If Alvo can get you to get the likes up and that dude doesn't even have content, his content is begging, I'm definitely not letting people rock me to sleep anymore. Because I say to myself, how are they even liking that video knowing that boy is literally got these people in here just to get their money? He just straight got you in there to rock you to sleep with his money, with his lies and stories. Tommy isn't in Houston. He's filming in another city. You said that like 3 times, Faith. It said, yes, Shamar said a Apple Pay isn't working. Yeah, a lot of things ain't working. Did anyone see Shamar in the Beyonce concert? I swear I heard him say he was performing with her, walking around with that Dollar Tree cowboy hat on, looking like a bearded dragon. You guys are so bad. You guys are bad. Alvo rocked him to sleep. Yep, Alvo rocked him to sleep. Frederica, you right about that. Tommy the Gossip is smart and has much more to risk, especially being a father, placing himself in a harm's way. Exactly, Manifest. That's why I said he's not doing anything wrong if he did throw you guys off and make you think that he was, in Houston and he was really somewhere else. I don't blame him. You got to put your safety first. These people at the end of the day don't have love for you. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We're at 107. We got to get him to 150. But it gagged me when I seen this update that they just put up about Shamar. Shamar, if there's any truth to that, what is going on with you? It says, no, man, I haven't heard that one. Hey, love Erica. Hi, sweetie. Exactly. He's too much to lose. Yep. I wouldn't be sitting up there doing all that messy stuff, especially with my locations and stuff like that. Put my life at jeopardy. Exactly. Hey, Melina, how you doing, sweetie? Make sure y'all hitting the like button. What happened to Shamar going on tour with Fendi? I've been told you this already, guys. Fendi was saying that she would love to do it, but the people that pay her are not on the same program as Fendi wanting to have Shamar on tour with her. And because he's a flight risk, you don't know what day or how he's gonna be. He's difficult to work with. Right now, that's not in the cards for her, because she can't go against the grain with the people that pay her, because then they can get rid of her, you know what I'm saying, or not want to work with her. So yeah, she you know what? I feel like the way Fendi said what she said, she would love to work with Shamar and have to deal with the flip-flopping and the behaviors, but it's not really her, it's her management and the people that pay her management. So that's right. And so they are other content running like, yeah, exactly. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing it no more. I sit up in here like a stupid fool. I start just giving out the information, talking a mile a minute, telling all the everything, giving my insight and everything, just draining myself. Because I'm telling you, doing these lives, they're draining. To sit up here and you're like, and me, I like to like look at all the comments, acknowledge everybody's comment, pin them up, read them. Then my presentation, my live show presentation, I might have a video sometime or some inside scoop on what's going on. I'm sharing it with you. It's a lot of work, and I'm not gonna be doing this anymore. The likes must be at 150 before I start my live show, or we will not start. That's just as simple as that. I guess that was Shamar's top priority. Yeah. He said, not the bearded dragon. Right. Hey, everyone. So yeah, we're almost there though. It seemed like it took longer this time to get, well, no, actually it probably took longer because I'm saying that I'm gonna be every live, it has to be at 150. Yesterday I said 100 likes, but I said, nah, we're gonna get at least to 150 likes every day. And if we don't get it to 150, we're not going live with the live show. Wasn't speaking truth about that. The dance was before him. He only attended. He inserted himself at times. You guys are going to gag when you hear what they're saying that happened at that train station. I was like, things that make you go, I said, wow. And I did mention a big broadcaster on YouTube, but I'm gonna shut my mouth. I'll tell you, I'll say her name again after we get the lives to 150, the likes up to 150. But yeah, for her to put her little 2 cents into it, even though we know she's done a lot, you know, got herself in trouble behind stuff she said out of her mouth on her platform. That's probably a hint. But honey, what was put out today, not so long ago, up-to-date information, y'all are gonna gag. Fendi isn't rocking with Shamar. He's a liability. Exactly, Frederica. Shout out to those in the bushes. Yep. It says, remember the last event he had was there in Miami, and he also foul mouth here. He does it everywhere he goes, knowing that is not true, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Came on now, 43 more likes he needs. It's crazy. Oh, I lost my place with the comments. Says Shamar is easy to influence. He will get a new man, or Alvo will pop back up. One false move and Shamar isn't going to like Fendi and talk about her. Alvo was talking about her mom. Yeah, it's crazy. Shamar wants somebody to buy him a new phone. You already know that. That's what I was trying to say, Toby Warner. When he went live yesterday, it sounded like it was begging. Yeah, he wants somebody to buy him a phone, and it's been a while since he begged, so he probably figured, you know, let me try to work my set. Let me try to work my set. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I had to put that AC back on. It was so cold in here, and then I had to put it back on. Yep, you're right. Pretty boy D. Yep, that's who I'm talking about. That's why I said let's get them likes up so we can talk about it. Just got in, hit the like button. Also, for everyone that's in here now, I'm glad that there's 160 of you guys in here. I will be doing a late live because there'll be a part 2, boo-boo. And I normally don't do a late live, but in some cases, I wanna drop the tea while it's piping hot. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go live tonight. I'm gonna set the live up for the second part of the live show, and as soon as I get off this live. So whenever we get off this live, that's when we will you know what I'm saying? That's when I'll decide when I'll go live tonight. So we're almost there. Hopefully you guys, don't waste a lot of time that could be used on these updates that I'm trying to get out to you guys. Yesterday it was like a 2-hour live. It didn't even have to go that long, but people were just gatekeeping with the likes and the dislikes. So we, basically just had to wait. We are halfway there. Yep. We got 24 more likes, so less than 24 more likes, 25 more likes, and we'll be there. So many times. Was to involve, and he does the total opposite. Yeah, he thinks he's bigger than the program. Who took a like away? It says, hope you are well today. Yes, I am, Manifest. How are you doing? Come on, 23 more likes. It says, I'm well, thanks for asking. How are you? I'm doing well, Melina. Hi, Natanya. I always wait. I hope I don't fall asleep this evening. I was out school shopping again today. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it too late. A Manifest. I'm not. I'm gonna pretty much try and get get all the information out as fast as I can once the likes get to 150. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not gonna make the second live too late. God willing, let's say that. Because I'm not sure. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, it just seemed like Shamar was really trying to get a new iPhone out of his supporters last night. And it was just to me, it was just funny because he pretty much was trying to initiate somebody to offer to pay for that phone. Probably a new phone, not even to fix it, to get him a new Apple phone, because he had expressed that it was an old Apple phone. So I was just saying, man, he's slowly but surely, I don't even think he's realizing it himself. He's gradually going back into that homeless, just everything about his, the past, the homelessness, and going back to begging. And I hope it doesn't happen for him. Salute, Cyrus. Come on, fellas. Let's show SL some love. Yes. Says Shamar been into so much lately. Yeah. But don't you notice, put a Y in the chat, guys. Don't you notice that he does that a lot? When he's back hanging out with LaShawn, and we know LaShawn wasn't with him at the train station, but I don't know. It seems like LaShawn gasses his head up, puts a battery in his back, and then he's back to the old, foolishness. You said Shamar forgot where he came from. Yep. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't know how he ended up back in this situation. I really hope that some of these booking agents, just try to give him another chance, man, and get him back on his feet. Because for him to be taking a train, I mean, I don't think it's necessary for him to be taking black trucks. That's just too expensive. But I'm just saying, like, when you're like out in a club, you're intoxicated, you never know who you rub the wrong way. You're by yourself. I think that the safe thing for Shamar to do is take a Lyft or an Uber. And for him to not be doing that and getting on public transportation that time of the night, and then under the influence of, whatever type of drug or alcohol, is dangerous. Why is going to get Shamar in trouble? He got Shamar doing crazy things. Yep. I don't feel he will be homeless, but things are not looking too good for him. Well, he said that his lease was up. Shamar don't have nobody like Kay around. Kay's the one that got him that apartment. So Shamar don't know where to begin or where to start. So where to start or where to end. He don't know how to get that apartment, because if that was the case, he wouldn't have had to have Kay get the apartment for him. LaShawn's rich. He can get Shamar a phone. Yeah, right. He probably got money. I don't know about being rich, but I don't think he will. I have lost all respect for Shamar when he threatens the baby. Yeah, that's just too much. He needs to accept that reality, if what life and business is involved. He don't care about that. He's living on this ghetto mentality, and that's all he's doing is trying to act like he's that dude and that girl, and he's not. Come on, let's get the likes up. Let's run the likes up. Let's not stay at a standstill. There's 175 people in here. So you mean to tell me we got that many haters? About 40 haters in here? That's right. Didn't LaShawn say he has multiple businesses? Let's get it going so we can get on to the live show. It says, yes, I understand time is running out for him to move right now, and it doesn't take him to relocate. No one is going to feel pity for him. Nope. He should go stay in one of them places like Maggie. Who's Maggie? Who's Maggie? I told you it was a matter of time before Shamar got back on the set. I told you it was a matter of time. I told you guys and stuff. And Shamar, he lets people trigger him. And it's so sad that he lets people trigger him, because the only one he's hurting at the end of the day is himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to be the star. You know what I'm saying? He's the one getting these bookings. People are charging. He's charging 5 and 6,000. Those people that are rocking you to sleep ain't even getting that kind of money. And he's just letting people mess up his bag. 9 more likes and we will be at the show. So at this point, it don't make any sense to drag it out any longer because the live show will begin as soon as we get to those 9 likes. And if you want to sit here for 9 likes, something ain't right. I love your picture, SL. That look. Thank you so much, Cyrus. It says, well, guess he can go live with LaShawn and see how that works out. Bet that will not be free like it was with Tommy the Gossip almost a year ago. Yeah. That's why I tell people it's easier to hit the like button before we even go live. That's just common sense. You don't even have to hear me talking about it. Get the likes up to what it's supposed to be, which is 150 going forward. And when we get on live, we don't even have to say run the likes up. They're already there. That'll only be for people that are just coming in that didn't hit the like button. I'll say it periodically, hit the like button. He needs to go to a place for people with a development disability card because he's supposed to get so much stuff and help that he's disability. But you know what, though? He was talking on a live interview one time, and he was also talking about his body. He wasn't born with his body being crooked. But over time, it started to, oh, we're there. So let me stop talking. I'm not wasting no time. Here we go. All right. So let's begin. So let me read this first. It says Shamar was allegedly locked up after being spotted at Midtown Marta Station in Atlanta, where he reportedly began stalking a man and found attractive. Word on the net is that Shamar was sexually harassing the man, possibly even twerking on the southbound platform before police stepped in. No word yet on whether he's been released. Now we know he's been released. Now this was posted 3 hours ago on Tasha K. So Tasha K, of course, caught Messy Dog giving his little update. So let me just let it play.
Allegedly, Shamar, my son McCoy, was arrested at Midtown train station a couple of days ago. The tea that dropped to me, allegedly, Shamar was walking around and he seen a man that he really liked. The man paid Shamar dust. Do you hear me? Shamar was mad, and allegedly he was also down. He was shoplifting and stuff like that, or whatever, or whatnot. It's just a whole bunch going on with Shamar. But they said he was released on bond, or whatever, or whatnot, for stalking the man. It was something like that, or whatever. I just wish Shamar sit down somewhere. I just wish he just sit down for Shamar. I just don't know. But anyway, you guys, what do you guys think about Shamar being arrested at Midtown train station for stalking this man, this straight man? See, the LGBT community, y'all got to stop trying to make everybody gay, because it's just not. Everybody's not. But anyway, you guys, what do you guys think about Shamar being arrested? And do y'all think Shamar should be placed in a mental institution? Drop a comment. I love you guys. Mwah. No bars.
Let's say you're in a relationship with a really great.
So you hear it? Tasha K reported that. Y'all can keep still running the likes up as we go along. This is just the first presentation of the live show. So allegedly, so a lot of people that filmed Shamar at that train station thought he was doing content. So now it makes sense to me why they thought it was content, because he was doing something foolish at a train station. He most likely was twerking for the guy. He most likely probably was under the influence, and that's also which encouraged him to make a fool of himself for this guy that he had a crush on or attraction to. But yeah, there was a reason why he got put in handcuffs. Now, we can sit there and say he got released, which this is what Shamar said, because he's trying to say that he was identified as a suspect that they were looking for at large. Okay. When they found out it wasn't him, obviously they looked at his ID, they released him. That didn't sound right to me. I let it ride until I did further due diligence. Now we're hearing that he was released. So they did, in fact, I'm going to put Allegedly, all statements are allegedly. They're saying that he did go to jail. He did go to jail. And like I told you guys, put a Y in the chat. If Shamar did go to jail, he doesn't have a record. So then most likely release him once he stands in front of the judge. Now, when Shamar got onto the platform to explain his side of the story, as we all know, right? When Shamar got on to explain his side of the story, it was like 12:20 or something. When he reached out to me, it was around 12 something. He immediately told me that make sure that when I report the information that I don't lie on him, because he's cool with me and he don't want to have to, I guess, cuss me out or whatever he was saying. But I'm not worrying about that at all. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I honestly believe, this is just in my opinion, Shamar did get arrested. And Shamar can do whatever he wants to do. He can sit there and lie and say that he didn't, out of embarrassment, but you should be embarrassed that you're walking up to strangers and you're, sexually harassing, allegedly SAing people, allegedly, and you're doing this because you have a crush on somebody, but you're the first one to call yourself a victim when stuff is being done to you. So I don't understand how you was comfortable doing that to somebody that's a stranger just because you were attracted to what you saw. So, and it wasn't the way it was said. And I'm gonna play it one more time, and then we're gonna move on to the live show. Make sure y'all keep running them likes up. Run them up. Everyone that's coming in here, welcome. Likes are welcome. Dislikes are welcome as well. But hit something. So we're gonna play this over again because I want you guys to hear it again for the ones that are just now coming in here. I'm gonna refresh the page.
Allegedly, Shamar, my son McCoy, was arrested at Midtown train station a couple of days ago. The tea that dropped to me, allegedly, Shamar was walking around and he seen a man that he really liked. The man paid Shamar dust. Do you hear me? Shamar was mad, and allegedly he was also down. He was shoplifting and stuff like that, or whatever, or whatnot.
What? I don't know about that.
It's just a whole bunch going on with Shamar, but they said he was released on bond or whatever, or whatnot, for stalking the man. It was something like that, or whatever. I just wish Shamar sit down somewhere. I just wish he just sit down for Shamar. I just don't know. But anyway, you guys, what do you guys think about Shamar being arrested at Midtown train station for stalking this man, this straight man? See, the LGBT community, y'all got to stop trying to make everybody gay, because it's just not. Everybody's not. But anyway, you guys, what do you guys think about Shamar being arrested? And do y'all think?
So anyways, Tasha K piggybacked, and so did Messy Doll, because, I got to go back to, anyways, Tasha K says again, child, Shamar was allegedly locked up after being spotted at Midtown MARTA station in Atlanta. It says where he reportedly began stalking a man he found attractive. Word on the net is that Shamar was sexually harassing the man, possibly even twerking on the southbound platform before police stepped in. No word yet on whether he's being released. So there had to have been something that was said. There had to have been something that was said in order for them to sit up there and say, release. Like he must have been taken into custody for him doing that. Shamar's running with that he wasn't taken into custody. I don't think that Shamar would ever tell the truth about something like that happening to him, because he's the first one to talk about what everybody else is doing, but he never focuses on Shamar. So I'm not surprised if he got arrested. None of this shocks me at all. Shamar needs to pump his brakes, because that is against the law, and it's really unfortunate that he put himself in this situation. And no wonder why he's lying, because when he sobers up, like when Alvo sobers up, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about stuff that they're out here doing. And it's crazy. So now we're going to, so keep running the likes up. We're going to now listen to a response from 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧. And I'm telling you right now, Shamar, stop abusing the system, because you need to stay out these courthouses, calling these police, or staying out these police stations, because it's going to backfire. You got people putting a battery in your back to call police, go down to courthouses, take bonds off of people. Stay out of them people's faces before you end up in jail. I'm sorry to say it. If you guys agree with me, put a Y in the chat. He's going to end up in jail. Make sure y'all keep hitting that like button, hitting the like button. We're about to play the rest of the live stream show. It says dry begging. It says hit the like button. He isn't worth 6,000, more like 3,000 for a performance. To be honest, I don't know where he's getting those numbers. It says, yeah, it's crazy. People need to stop pushing Shamar to the edge because he is far from stable. Yes, shout out to the 200 plus. Yes. Welcome, guys, to the chat. Make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so. And make sure your notification bell is on the option all. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. And for the ones that forgot to hit the like button, please hit the like button on the way in. Dislikes are welcome. I love to hear SL talk straight East Coast. Yes. That sounds like something he would do. Yeah. It says, shaking my head, he is ridiculous. Yeah, it's sad. Okay, so as I'm setting up, what I want you also to look at, I messed up half of the edit, but we're gonna at least look at this edit here. And that'll be fine. I'll get the rest of it out later. So hold on, I'm about to share the page. Keep running them likes up, run them up, run them up, run up, run them up. All right, so all right, here we go. So I'm gonna pause it. Pause it. All right, so come on, I'm pausing it. Here we go. To the courthouse. I mean, there's so many videos of him harassing 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 on live. You know, people, you know, wanting to kick him out the live. Tommy saying, no, let's not kick him out the live. Let him stay, you know, and he's just in there harassing and stalking, you know, 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧. Now he wants to play this victim card. I'm the bully and so forth and so on. I don't know if he actually did go down to the courthouse, because Tommy did have a good point that he would have to at least have the full government name and the whereabouts for them to issue either a warrant for his arrest or Toby, that's a good question, but I don't know, because even like Tommy was saying, how are you going to take anything out on somebody? You don't even know their full government name or their address. Like you're going down to the courthouse with no information. A stay away order for him to come into court another time with Shamar, with terms of him staying away from Shamar. And if he didn't have that information, I feel like Shamar was trolling. But I'm not going to get too long-winded with it, because, you know, 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 not only had a thing to say about Shamar, he also did a reading on the girls with Alvo. He really, you know, said what he had to say about Alvo, because Alvo is, you know, throwing salt on his name as well from a distance and saying things that he ain't got no business saying. And I think that 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 has been sparing, you know, Alvo, and for Alvo to bring Tommy into the equation with all of this going on, I really feel like he's doing that to stay relevant and to cause drama and create content. And that's the best way to do it. Trigger 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧, and he gonna get on you.
Be messing with them Mexicans at Flex. To my something, if he want his whole plate in, that's his business. No, baby, you should not want your whole plate in. You should want to be taken care of. What the hell are you talking about? He on live every day talking about me, and then I'm gonna try to go to the courthouse. Man, you was just at Flex last night. You should not be thinking about no courthouse. But if you take me to court, then take me to court. We're gonna just go to court together. And I promise you, my case is gonna win. I'm gonna win that case, and I'm gonna sue you for every dime you do got. that you claim you do have. I'm going to sue you for everything you got, because if you take me to court, I'm gonna take you right back to court. We're gonna be going to court. We're gonna be saying it's gonna go from the internet to the courthouse. So we're gonna do what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna be. We're gonna have a whole reality show at the courthouse, because I'm gonna take you to court. I'm gonna take you to court, and I'm gonna make sure you pay me all my dime. So you're not gonna do me how you did the promoters. You ain't gonna run off on me. You ain't gonna tell me that you ain't got the money. You gonna give me the money, because I'm gonna tell you like Cardi B, Tasha K. I want everything. Yup, I want that regular apartment with them roaches. Yup, the roaches going to the defects. Yup, that dog going to the pound to get put down. Yup, I want the whole apartment. I want that to be out. Yup, I want that old bed. We're gonna put that center. Yup, I want them old. I want everything. I'm taking everything from you. Yup, and I want a piece of that body, bitch. So then you might as well go to the doctor and get surgery. I want a bone. I want a piece of that bone or that body, and I want to put it in the museum and sell it to the museum for $1 million. So you're right. If I sue you, I'm suing you for everything. See, the promoters, they didn't sue you right. They supposed to sue you for everything. They wanted $20,000. $20,000. That body is worth $1 million. I want that piece of that body that's gone. That's a science project. I want that piece of body. That body that lean a little bit. I want that, so you can be able to smush down like SpongeBob. I want that piece of that body. So guess what? I'm going to ask the judge, can I have that piece of that body right there? I want that body. He need to go get surgery, take that bone out, give me that bone, and I'm going to put it in the museum, bitch. Call the Alien Museum. Yeah, I want a piece of that body. For the money, I want a piece of that body. Give me a body piece. Yep, I want the hip. Everything. I don't want the money. I want the hip. I want that piece of that hip that's still right there. Mm-hmm. I don't want them legs. I want the hip. Yeah, that hip is worth something. It's worth something, honey. That hip is going up for the highest bidder of $15,000. I want that hip. I don't want no money. I want the hip. Tomorrow he gonna press charge on somebody. Girl, they gonna look at you and say, "What you here for?" They gonna call. They ain't even gonna give you a case number. They gonna call them. The zoo and say we have a missing animal here in the courthouse. Can we send the police? Can we send a technical shot? Can we send the everybody? They gonna start putting out an ammo alert for your guy for a lost animal. They gonna think you'll get them animal. You'll come to the courtroom like, hey, they gonna be like, oh my god. They gonna start calling trunk and everybody. They gonna try to figure out why the you get here, baby. They finna put the whole Atlanta on lockdown. When
this man was hurting my stomach when I heard him saying this. But he's making a joke out of it, Tommy the Gossip is. But Tommy knows that Shamar has not a leg to stand on. There's too many videos floating around of, like, even that time when Shamar had a beef with some lady and put a wire in the chat, threatened to get her child SA by a predator that he knew being in the street, homeless, that he personally knew that he could get to do something to the little girl, her daughter. That was unbelievable. There's so much stuff on Shamar. It's almost like the queenopp scenario where they had so much evidence on her. She was scared. That girl stayed off the internet for a minute, because when she went to court for that stuff with Shell, she didn't know if she was going to jail or not.
See you come in that courtroom, baby. We're gonna be getting ammo alerts and everything, baby, on our phones in a minute. Watch out for this guy. Watch out for the alien. It's destruction of Atlanta. He's at the Fulton County Courthouse. Please stay inside. This is not a warning. This is something serious. Stay inside. Stay inside. We have an alien. It's interrupted Atlanta at the Fulton County Courthouse. This is an ammo alert. This is not a warning. Stay inside. Stay inside.
Hey, Hennessy. Hey, SL sliding
if
through
he did,
love. So proud
I know he spelled my name right. My name Tommy. He probably would have put Tommie.
Hennessy.
They would have said where you stayed at. They're gonna be Shamar in a couple minutes. Hey y'all, I am gonna sue Tommy. Can somebody find his address so I can sue him? Because I'm really gonna sue him. I am gonna take everything. I'm gonna take everything, and I'm gonna send his son to defense. Hey sir, did you find the address? Hold on, I'm trying to get it now. Hold on, I'm asking my people, can they give me the address? Because I want to know the address. Hold on, okay. Hey y'all, they asking me what.
You guys gotta admit he is fun. Tommy the Gossip is funny. I'm sorry. Tommy the Gossip is funny. Make sure y'all keep running them likes up, running them up. Thank you. Welcome to all the 175 people that are in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button if you forgot to do it. This is just too funny.
Tommy address in. Can y'all give me Tommy address?
Oh,
ma'am, sir, did you get the address? Hold on.
I mean, 248 people in the chat.
I'm getting it. I don't know it. I don't know your address. Let me call my friend and ask me. You know my address. How you gonna sue somebody you don't need to know the address? Ho? How you gonna sue me? What you gonna sue me for? Why you gonna sue me? And soon some paperwork come to my house. I swear to God, I'm going to call the SSI. We're gonna get that check cut off because you think K called the people over there. See what K and Alvo did, they called the people and had the people come check you out. Check out. I'm gonna call the people and have them get this shit cut off. So we can play a dangerous game and we can go far and far. I'm gonna get you put out your apartment and I'm also get the people involved. I'm gonna tell the SSI, y'all really taking care of somebody who getting money, who rich on the internet, and I'm gonna go ahead and investigate. I'm gonna investigate the case, and they gonna want to lock you up for scamming the SSI community. Cause I'm gonna make sure you go down from the get-go. You ain't gonna be getting no SSI check. And that's on the homies. So let me get a paper from the courthouse saying I gotta go to court for something. I swear to God, God is my witness. When I mean I'm go down to the SSI building and I'm gonna get counsel off you ain't gonna get no more money. Oh, you really gonna be homeless. I'm gonna show all that him spreading that cash, baby. I got videos from videos, baby. I'm gonna show them how he doing splits, how he doing back flips, front flips, how he got them showing all this money, how he on the plane taking trips, how he got them doing everything. I'm showing videos when he was at Flick getting beat out. But I got so many videos of Shamar I have not showed y'all yet because the one thing about me, I don't expose people's sexual life. I might talk about it, but I don't expose. I have videos of Shamar getting plunged in the booty hole. So, baby, I got videos for days that's in my file cabinet that's ready to be released, honey. Ready. How you think Larry and Shamar video got out? Shamar video with him and Larry when he was doing that 1-2-1-2. How you think he got out? Not because of me, but how you think he got out? Trust and believe me, I got videos for days. I'm gonna show him and Larry when they was in the bed, and Shamar was like, oh, give me some more, Larry. When he was getting his bed beat out, I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show everything. I'm saying, y'all, he's not SSI. This man playing stupid. His mama scammed the system. He's not SSI. He do everything that a human doing. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure he scam the system. Get his up a little too. Yep, going right to the Social Security office. Soon I get some papers from the courthouse. I'm not playing. Soon them papers come to my door, I'm going to the Social Security office and I'm gonna get a case. And Alvo, you dusty rotate.
Oh, y'all, listen, make sure y'all hit them like button. Dislikes are welcome. Y'all listen up. He gonna have you on the floor with Alvo. He digged all in Alvo. Woo, cha.
Hell, look at me. Always sit on the internet to somebody following you. First of all, baby, ain't nobody following you nowhere, baby. The difference between me and you is I'm here for a gig. You there to stay. You talking about I'm following you to Houston, all that. You take your. That's how I know you live in a rundown cheap apartment because you still gotta go to a wash house to wash your clothes and dry your clothes. Your apartment's so old and raggedy, they didn't even put a washroom connected into your apartment. You gotta go to the guy wash house to put $15 on a wash card just to wash your clothes so that you can recycle them back again for the whole week. You somebody following you. Anybody following your dusty ass. I'm here for a gig. You there for the study. Let's talk about some realty. I was in Houston before you even came to Houston. And that's on general. I was flying to Houston back and forth before you was even thought about it going to Houston. Honey, you see me go to Houston. You see me and my little old girls going to Houston, and you decided want to bring your Houston. You follow me. Let's clock that T with your alcohol drinking. You still don't lie to myself. I'm chasing you and following you, and I'm obsessed with you. First of all, I couldn't be obsessed with no on tour wearing panties. Got they panties up. They talking about they want a man to come your life together. You worry about a man coming to mess with you and do all this, but you can't even take care of your money. How dare you tell me somebody following you? I'm there for a gig. I'm not paying $300 to go be in no content room and not get no content, bitch. That's the difference. You talking about I'm chasing you and following you and obsessed with you. I'm here for a gig, getting paid good money. You there for free, paying people to do gigs. You got all this money, but got one box of chips on your refrigerator. What the f? You ain't getting no food like that for real? can't wait on these people to give you a little cash out just to go get some. You wait on these people to give you some money just to go get some taco meat and some taco shell. Come on now. Come on, sister. You went all the way to whatever store you went to just to get some taco meat and some taco shell and talk about, I'm doing a cookie with Alvo on live tonight and we're going to cook some tacos. Man, that cheap taco you don't cook. You ain't even had no company to eat with you. You eat that cheap taco dinner. Man, you could have got you some little good, got you some sandwiches or something. Got one box of chips and one bottle and one hookah. To myself, I'm cooking some taco with my support of my booking. Man, that cheap taco, that cheap apartment. To my somebody chasing you. And let's clock some tea all the way. If I was gonna trace you, it sure wouldn't be no rundown apartment that you at. I live in upscale. When I got booked, I live upscale. They asked me, do I want a hotel or Airbnb? I said Airbnb. They said, okay, you'll be put up for a whole week. I'm here till Friday, bitch. And then I'm hitting it back to the ATL. And let's clock the real tea. You talking about I'm chasing a bitch like you. Why would I chase a green-eyed bandit, yellow bright teeth, and a skin down to Houston for? If I'm gonna chase somebody, I'm gonna chase the in Houston, not to go to the wash house every 3 days out of business just to go wash their clothes and come back and put the same back on. If I'm gonna chase somebody, and I'm definitely ain't gonna chase no who got one chips box. At least if you're gonna buy some chips, buy at least 2 boxes. Then you're gonna have a nerve to buy the chip box, the little $10.99. If you're gonna buy a chip box, buy the one that's $20, got at least 30 chips in there. Why you buying one of them that's $10.99 and they only got 10 chips? Huh? Somebody obsessed with you. Obsessed with you where? Because the whole time I'm in Houston, not one time I hit you and said, let's link up. Not one time I said, let's meet up. Not one time I have seen you. Because the difference between me and you're living in the hood in Houston. I ain't living in the suburb in the rich side of Houston. And let me stop trying to brag about it. People always tell me I'm not humble and I try not to be humble. But the difference between me and Alvo is he went to Houston to go live in the hood. You left Atlanta hood just to go live in another hood. How that work? You're supposed to be moving on up like the Jeffersons. You're supposed to be going to a new state, open up a new life and a new village. You went back to Houston to go live in the hood again. Hood mentalities. Your mindset is stuck on hood because you can't get a good apartment, so you had to go get a rundown apartment in the hood. You a rundown. You claim you getting all this money. You claim you left a roach house just to go live in another apartment, and it still look horrible. The only thing that's different now that you got black refrigerator. I mean, you got black or gray refrigerator there. Congratulations. It's still a rundown apartment. All they did was reconstruction the apartment. It's still that run cheap apartment you were just living in. All they did was came in the apartment, fixed it up, and moved you in. So how dare you get on the internet and talk your shit like you just out here making waves? Shamar, y'all the same that said on the internet a couple of months ago, acting like y'all was better than the program, and I came and humbled y'all both y'all down. Now y'all whole want to sit up here talking about I'm obsessed and I'm just this and that and this and that. But when y'all was getting all this money, y'all wasn't stunned by. Y'all was letting me talk. Now all of a sudden, everybody wanna, oh, Tommy just bullying us. Oh, Tommy just harassing us. Oh, Tommy is obsessed with us. No, it's not that. It's just because I'm getting on y'all. I ain't on your Mr. Postman. I'm on that. And y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that. I'm on that. Y'all had so much to talk about. Y'all talking about I'm obsessed. Alvo, you came in trying to use Shamar and you still ain't made no acknowledgement. You went viral on all these platforms. My question is, y'all whole go viral every day, let y'all tell it. And y'all whole ain't got no money to equivalent to how y'all going viral. Y'all love saying, oh, I'm viral. Y'all viral with no money. That's sad. You go viral with no money. You don't have no money to y'all name and y'all be talking about y'all going viral. Where y'all going viral at? Y'all whole love going viral but be broken. Alvo, you got all this money and you claim you viral, but you went to a content creator and ain't did no and pushed no content out. Pool party, looking like a fool at a pool party with this hot outfit on, talking about, oh, I'm paying $350 so I can be with the content. I ain't see you on nobody Zoom call. I ain't see you on nobody YouTube. I ain't seen you on nobody Twitch. I ain't see you on nobody Kick. You went there just to go there. On your birthday, you went to somebody else's event. What's up? On your birthday, you went to somebody else's event and then not did. Ain't made a piece of a content. You wasted your money and your time and your birthday. You need to do your birthday over, ho. You went and had a seafood boil on your birthday. You're not 15. You're not 16. Who the seafood boil on their birthday at 25 years old? You're supposed to be going somewhere luxury, a dinner or something. Get what I'm saying? Who the decide they want to do a seafood boil? And then how you gonna do a seafood boil with no?
Well, actually, Tommy, it wasn't that he didn't have eggs. He had plenty of eggs. He actually bought a side of boiled eggs to dip inside the Cajun sauce. What he didn't have was the seafood. He claimed that it had shrimp in it, but I didn't see him put one shrimp in his mouth. Sausage, eggs, corn on the cob, and I think there were potatoes. And he called that a seafood boil.
My birthday, and I want to do me a seafood boil. We're going to do a party, me and myself, and we're going to drink, and I'm going to do a party on YouTube for my buka. Man, that party was boring, man. I see why nobody didn't show it. That was boring. That was boring. You ain't do all you did was talk about your fake lifestyle. Yeah, I just need $50 more. You was, if you gonna beg on your birthday, you should at least got $1,000. You want to happy for $300? Oh, thank you, Boogie Bud. You gave me $300. Woo! Thank you, Boogie Bud. You gave me $200. You were happy. You getting your birthday? You were happy. You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, did you? How happy you were with that birthday
Crazy
money?
work, right?
Thank you. Thank you for the $500 Boogie Bud. Thank you. I'm having a good birthday. Thank you. Man, please.
Oh God.
Talking about nothing. Not a thing. But for him to get on the live and try to tell somebody stalking him and obsessed with him, they caught me off guard. Why would I stalk you when not one time? I'm in Houston, you in Houston. I have not seen you one time, girl. You live in Houston, you be in the house. So what are you talking about? Y'all love you to say, tell me be in the house, but you in Houston, you in the house all the time. You always in the house. You don't even have no friends in Houston. The last friends you had in Houston was he bust your windows out and you bust his out and he lost his teeth from in the game. That's the last time you was outside. The last time you was outside, that's when that was occur. You don't even be outside. You be going to all these content situations and you don't even get no content for real. You be on YouTube ready to stay to talk about me to myself. And you know what I get so tired of these girls doing? I'm gonna tell y'all what I get tired of them. They get to the point where they think they better than everybody. It's getting old. All they doing is talking about each other getting old. But it went old just a couple minutes ago when you were just on here talking about me. See, you try to throw shade on people and you try to read people on the low. And then when people read you back, you want to get on this internet and play victim. Oh, it's getting old. Y'all whole love saying it get old that we doing the same thing, but y'all doing the same exact thing also. Y'all just not real with y'all. Y'all be trying to be shady and throw shade on somebody and think nobody ain't gonna catch that. Get what I'm saying? Y'all try to play these victim roles and try to get on these internet and throw shade on people and try to do it on a slick slide. But then when somebody comes to you and tell you and read your, then you want to play like, oh, I don't know why he's with me. No, you know why I'm on your YouTube. Somebody obsessed with you and chasing you. I don't have to chase you nowhere, and I wouldn't be chasing you in no hood in no regular you living in. You the same. To give me my flowers. Oh, Tommy doing good. Oh, our Tommy doing good. Tommy supporters make him show out. Tommy supporters do all that. Now you over there waiting. Now you want to be like me so bad. Now you finally getting super chats after all these months. You're finally getting super chats. Now you want to act like you bigger than the program. Get super chats and I still eat good. Baby, I got supporters who send and they're not sending me no $300 or $400 or $200. Baby, I got people who sending me thousands of dollars. Thousands. 400, 500, and they're not sending it one by one. They sending it. So I'm never in competition with nobody. I know what I'm eating it up. But for you to say somebody obsessed with your broken,
so I hope Shamar didn't pursue this. I hope that maybe he did take a train ride down to the courthouse and thought about it, or maybe he didn't have the necessary information to do anything about filing a complete report in order for the cops to do anything about it. And you know, that just be like water under the bridge. It's no need to take it to this level. This is content. This is how Shamar got famous, from the content that he was doing that went viral. Even the inappropriate content that he was putting out there made him viral. So, you know, he should just charge it to the game, stay in his own lane, you know.
So this is not going to end well. I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to definitely do further research on Shamar and this SA that he did on this innocent bystander, a guy that he saw that he was attracted to. You know, I might try to reach out to Shamar. Maybe he'll be so desperate to want to clear his name, whether or not he's lying or not. He probably will get up on to the platform and maybe explain his side of the story. If not, we're just going to have to let time go by and then the truth will reveal itself. It says, who wants to date me? So I'm going to get off for now, guys. We'll definitely be doing another live. I'm glad I got you guys all in here because it's 5, almost 6 o'clock. So I want to say, give me, let's say 8 o'clock. I don't want to push it to 9 because that's just too late for me. I'm going to set up a live for 8 o'clock and we'll be doing part 2. So listen, hit the like button on the way in. If you have not already hit the like button, dislikes are welcome. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on option all. And like I said again, I'll be back up here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to wait for notifications because I'm telling you when I'm going back live tonight. It will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love y'all. Stay blessed. And I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.